I thought, with Sue Bird coming in, at least this is someone that has been positive on Caitlin at times. And I think the issue with Sue Bird, though, is she has her hand kind of in so many things. And between with her podcast, where she tries to advocate for the players, but she's also an owner in the league. And now she's got the Team USA thing. And she's got all these connections and relationships she has to maintain. But at the end of the day, if it comes down to someone that went to UConn and someone that did not go to UConn, the UConn Mafia is going to stick together until proven up.
Let's be brutally honest for a moment. Team USA has somehow engineered one of the most unnecessary, spectacularly self-inflicted disasters in the history of women's basketball. This isn't just a mistake. It's a full-scale meltdown, the kind you can't look away from even if you try. And at the center of the chaos is, undeniably, Caitlin Clark, the biggest, most influential name in the sport today. Multiple circulating reports and insider chatter suggest she finally drew a hard, non-negotiable line. The message was unmistakable. If they pushed her to surrender her signature number, she was prepared to walk away entirely.
Number 17 at Team USA training camp on December 24th. News broke that Caitlin Clark will be taking a part in the training, which that's what we talked about at the beginning of the video. Now, this right here this came out this came out on the 24th. So these are the numbers, man. Head on over to Twitter and check this out real quick. So this is what was released right here. It says Lauren Betts. Hold on, here's the ages. Where's the number? Here we go, right here. So these are the numbers. Caitlin Clark. Let me blow this all the way up, man. I want to blow this all the way up so y'all can see this. So as y'all can see here, man, how did Caitlin Clark's number will be changed? So who's wearing 22? Or if you guys remember, Michael Jordan wore number 45 in the Olympics to Caitlin, because it don't look like no one's wearing number 22. It don't look like no one's wearing number.
And behind the scenes of this spiraling controversy, you have the legendary Sue Bird, reportedly scrambling in damage control mode, trying to sweep together the pieces of a crisis that never should have existed in the first place. But let's be honest, the fallout may already be beyond repair. This situation is growing bigger by the hour, snowballing into something that could reshape the sport for years to come. One decision, one number, has detonated into a nationwide debate. So now I'm turning it over to you. Drop a comment and tell me where you stand. Would you walk away from the once-in-a-lifetime honor of representing your country, all because of a jersey number? Or do you believe Caitlin is being pushed too far and simply standing her ground? Because from everything swirling right now, one thing is obvious. The pressure on Team USA to make her give up that iconic 22 is louder than ever.
We made the Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark. Number 22 is the most recognizable number in women's sports right now. There's no argument to be made. There's no case to be made. Caitlin Clark, number 22, is the most recognizable number for any woman athlete in the world.
Let's cut through the noise and get right to the core of what's happening. Team USA basketball has managed to step into a level of self-inflicted chaos that we haven't seen in professional sports in years. They took the one player who has almost single-handedly pulled millions of new fans into women's basketball, the one name so massive it overshadows most of the league, and then blindsided her with a decision that defies all logic. They told her she couldn't wear the number that has defined her entire journey, the number that's followed her since she was a 5-year-old kid picking up a basketball for the first time, the number that's become part of her identity. And in a move that should surprise absolutely no one, she reportedly fired back with a simple message. If that's the case, I'm done. All of this reached a boiling point after a wave of training camp reports suggested Team USA officials informed Caitlin Clark she would not be allowed to wear her iconic 22, a decision that lit the fuse on a controversy that's now burning hotter by the minute.
We haven't even made it to training camp yet. We have not even made it to the December 12th Women's USA Basketball training camp yet, and they are already
It's the number fans around the world instantly associate with her. The number that's become as essential to her identity as 23 is to Michael Jordan. And according to circulating reports, Caitlin's response to being asked to give it up couldn't have been clearer. If she can't step onto the court wearing her number, then she's not stepping onto the court at all. End of discussion. Full stop. Now Sue Bird, Team USA's managing director, is reportedly scrambling to understand how this situation snowballed into a full-scale crisis. And honestly, she should be alarmed, because this isn't a minor clerical slip-up or a harmless miscommunication. This is a 5-alarm fiasco that makes the entire organization look, at best, shockingly disorganized, and at worst, blatantly disrespectful. And neither scenario is acceptable for a program that claims to represent the pinnacle of women's basketball on the world stage.
Look like Team USA is forcing Caitlin Clark to change her infamous 22 number to a new one. Guys, for this one here.
Now here's the part of the story that pushes this entire situation from confusing to downright unbelievable. The number 22, Caitlin Clark's number, her brand, her identity, wasn't even taken. No one else at training camp was wearing it. No conflict, no overlap, nothing. It was just sitting there, completely available, completely untouched, sitting in the equipment room like it was waiting for only one person, the person who made it iconic. And that's what makes this so absurd. There was no veteran claiming it, no teammate conflict, no tribute situation. There was zero reason to force her into changing anything. Team USA had a choice, and somehow they chose chaos. That choice turned what could have been a simple, forgettable logistical detail into something that feels intentional, a power move, a message, a reminder of who's really in charge. And fans, the media, the entire basketball world, they're absolutely not buying it. To make things worse, all of this blew up right before the North Carolina training camp, a camp designed to be a celebration, a showcase of the future, a stage for rising stars like Paige Buchers and Juju Watkins. It was supposed to be a moment of unity, excitement, and national pride. Instead, a single unnecessary decision hijacked the spotlight and turned the event into the backdrop for one of the strangest, most avoidable controversies in recent sports history. All because someone, somewhere, decided that Caitlin Clark, the most recognizable face in women's basketball, needed to be separated from the number that represents everything she's built. Let's make this absolutely clear. Caitlin Clark's 22 isn't just a number. It is the number in women's sports right now. Everyone knows it. Casual fans know it. Hardcore purists know it. Entire arenas erupt the moment they see it. That number symbolizes her impossible logo range shooting that breaks every rule of physics. It symbolizes her unmatched court vision that makes elite defenders look like traffic cones. It symbolizes her relentless, unshakable competitive fire, the part of her that refuses to quit, refuses to shrink, and refuses to be boxed in by anyone.
Like, the team housing is between 1,000 and 3,000 per month for 5 months of the year per player. So if they're going to increase your salaries by 200, let's say you're a minimum contract player, instead of getting 60 grand.
For millions of fans, that number isn't just 2 digits on the back of a jersey. It's a symbol, a badge of excellence, a visual shorthand for everything Caitlin Clark has accomplished and everything she represents. It's a core part of her global identity, a piece of her brand recognized instantly from Iowa to India. And Team USA looked at all of that, the meaning, the history, the impact, and reportedly told her to wear number 17 instead. 17, a number with no connection to her past, no emotional weight, no story, no legacy, nothing. The only thing 17 signifies in this situation is painfully obvious. It isn't 22, and that's why people aren't buying the idea that this was just a logistical hiccup. It feels intentional. It feels like a statement, a reminder that no matter how massive her influence becomes, the organization wants the final say. And Caitlin's response, according to circulating reports and insider chatter, was just as firm. If that's the rule, you can make it without me. What makes the entire situation sting even more is the history behind it. This didn't unfold in a vacuum. Everyone remembers what happened not long ago, when Caitlin Clark, the most famous player in women's basketball and a proven ratings powerhouse, was shockingly left off the Olympic roster. That decision alone raised serious questions and sparked major backlash. And now, with this number controversy landing right on top of it, the entire situation feels less like coincidence and more like a pattern fans can't ignore.